Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Christmas. So it's Christmas in December. And so I have a layout I want to get done to try and finish up my 2016 scrapbooks. And so I have a picture of my kids and their cousin and the cookies that we put out for Christmas Eve. I'm going to use the bits and pieces of my Warm Wishes collection that this is all I have left, which is hard because I love Vicki Boutin. Luckily, I have two more Christmas collections of hers, but this is the end bits of what I have. Not a single full paper, a bunch of little bits and pieces. A few of these I actually threw away, like little itty bitty triangles or little strips, but I keep a lot. This is the biggest piece I have, and actually, I don't even use that. So I'm going to pull out this holly paper and get some of these other scraps used up. I wasn't sure at the beginning if I was going to put it on a white 12 by 12 or a black one. So I've got my papers, I've got some embellishments, and my pictures. So let's see how this goes. So the first thing I did was look through my scraps to see what I could use or what I wanted to use to try and kind of get an idea for some options. I do enjoy using scraps. It makes me happy. It's why I don't throw them away. But those little very, very thin pieces and some of the itty bitty little triangles I did go ahead and throw away. I pulled some of those black and white ones. They have musical notes and stars on them, and I do know that this next year 2015 that I'll be working on, I have a couple choral concerts for my daughter, and one of them I think was at Christmas, so I pulled that aside, figured I would try and use that when I get to that, and may pull those pictures because I'll forget. I found enough of this holly paper. I wanted to go ahead and use a bunch of those up. So I used pretty much all the holly paper with this exception of a small piece because I mapped both pictures in it. Even though I'm going to tuck it into that holly, I'm going to use these branding strips to break that up so it's not like that same pattern on pattern. And then I also use these little branding strips that have ornaments on them, and I do that second line on the bottom left and the top right. And then I use the Sparkle Cheers Happy Fun Magic wordy bit branding strip on the top left and the bottom right. And that way it's kind of breaking that up and giving me kind of like a falling off the page square. It's a little bit more of a rectangle because I made that one triangle up at the top a little bit smaller. Just because that's what I had, paper wise, and that's fine. I didn't want them to be the same size. I thought that would be too symmetrical, and then I'd have to line things up even better. And I wasn't looking for fancy triangles, okay? This is my favorite way to do triangles, is to put a wonky piece of paper on a corner and cut it off to make it look like a triangle. So I just tuck a few of these little green plaid papers in to just add a little extra layer of paper. Also to get a little bit more of that used up. I do have another paper I almost used, but it doesn't work for me, and so I put it aside. I will do another layout probably off camera with the bits and pieces that I have left. Although that ornament paper, the bigger piece that I have, will probably hold on for another layout kind of like this, where I, just try and use up as much of this stuff as I can. So I do get quite a few little bits and pieces on here. I don't have a lot of the chipboard left, you can see, and that actually is including whatever I had left over from my sticker book. So those little labels up at the top and that little piece of washi all came from the sticker book. So I don't have a lot of that left over, or any much of that left over after I get done here. And then I still have the wordy bits, but some of those wordy bits, the puffy wordy bits, they're black, white, and gold, which will go with any collection. And not all of them are even Christmas. I mean, Deck the Halls, obviously, and Merry Christmas, but some of these other words, favorite things, cozy, comfort, and joy, don't necessarily have to be Christmas. So that's one thing I do love. A lot of her collections will cooperate with each other, and I don't even have to use this on Vicki Boutin if I don't want, because it's black and gold. So there are a bunch of the little dots left on here. I don't use any on this layout, but those are super easy to use as well. I do end up using the stars as my little cluster bits. I use 3 of the chipboard stars and then 2 puffy stars, just to give that cluster of 3. I used a couple of the little tags and tucked it in over here. And I'm going to use those tags for to hold some words, like some of the little puffy words, because I don't need to date this. I mean, I do put a 24 up there in the top left corner because that picture up there is Christmas Eve, leaving the cookies for Santa. And then the bottom corner picture is from Christmas Day. I only needed one picture or one layout to even this book out. It's all put in the book. I've got special pages left. I think I have 3 more layouts to do to get done with 2016. Yay. And so that makes me super happy. And I'm trying to decide if I want to try and fill those 2 holes on either side of the 24 with something. I don't know. I'm going to have to come back and revisit. We'll think about it. If you have suggestions, let me know. I do have some a bunch of Nuvo and stuff. I could probably fill those holes with some Nuvo, but I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think. So anywho, that is it. I hope you'll check out everybody else who is creating today or put up a video today or what in the future for Christmas in December. I hope you all have had a Merry Christmas. I am spending Christmas at home with my kid who has the flu. It is a weird Christmas this year, so I hope you all are healthy and well and safe. And I love you all, and I hope you'll come back and see me again really soon. Hope you have a good day. I hope that you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.